to you today is someone who's very, very talented. In fact, she's been on Kababayan today on many different occasions, wearing many different hats, and she's back on the program. I love it because every time she has good news to share with our Kababayans, she calls us. Marian is here on the show, and you will remember that the first time that we met her, she was Marian the foodie, food blogger, doing marketing for restaurants and all that. And she's very entrenched in the community, not just Filipino, mind you, also the Asian American community. Although, congratulations, you've been elected to the board of Film Arts.
Yes,
Congratulations.
Excited for that too. Thank you.
And congratulations on your latest venture, which is called Culinary Escort.
Yes.
What is that?
So
it sounds sexy.
It is kind of sexy, but basically it's, when you really break it down, it's another word for foodie or gourmand, or someone who really loves food and sharing that with others. Culinary Escort actually came about like 2 years. I had thought about it when I was still working for Six Taste, which was a food tour company, and we were like escorts, but food escorts, culinary escorts.
Right,
you know, we take people to new restaurants and we show them new things. And so that's how it kind of came about, because I probably get a call at least once a day for people asking for recommendations, where to go. So that's what Culinary Escort is.
I do that too. Sometimes when I'm taking a client out, an advertiser, you know, I text Mary and I go, where's it good to go for dinner, or blah, 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 blah. And then you have everything. What kind of services does Culinary Escort provide?
So it's a marketing, PR, branding, and event planning company that specializes in food and drink products, spirits, restaurants, chefs, hospitality. So it's what I was doing with Marianne the Foodie, but I think this one I can really expand it and provide services and hopefully grow, not just for the Filipino community or Filipino American community, for everyone, you know.
Right. And do you also still write reviews for dishes and restaurants?
Yes, I still have my blog and I still write for CBS. That's never going to end. It's not going to change. I've kind of just rebranded it.
It's grown, hasn't it? The food industry is just, everyone is just into, you know, eating, I guess, eating out. Has it always been like this?
No, and I love it because I think people are paying attention more to what they eat. People are eating also healthier. They want to know where their food comes from. And it's great because the more you know, the more you love it, right? You know, it's not just putting food in your mouth and not knowing where it came from. It's actually savoring it and enjoying it and trying new places, you know?
And speaking of trying new places, okay, so we didn't talk about this, but I'm going to put her to the test now. We'll give recommendations. Get your pen and paper ready. All right. Say, for example, let's start with the easiest, happy hour. What are your top 3 places?
Ooh, there's a lot. One of my newest favorites right now is actually EMC Seafood and Raw Bar. It's in K-Town, and they have, from 4 to 7 every day, they have dollar oysters, which are actually really fresh.
It's a raw bar, so what kind of fresh stuff they have? There is a raw bar that I like in Manhattan Beach, and they serve, you know, they have 6 different kinds of oysters, and then they have scallops, everything. Clams, everything.
Yeah, they have it all. And they chuck it right in front of you.
Wow, so that's fresher.
Yes.
Okay, well, but at the same time, raw bars are just proliferating. What do you attribute that?
The raw food movement? I love it because I do try, I know I eat some unhealthy food or like pork belly and stuff, but I also love raw, like healthy food. I juice and I make smoothies. And so I love the whole concept. You know, it's getting a lot of fresh ingredients, juicing and really cleansing yourself. So I think when it comes to food, you don't have to stick to just one type of cuisine. I think being open to healthy food, to sometimes sweets, you know, but not all the time, but it's just a mixture of everything.
So vegan restaurants, and we're talking about healthy. Where is it good to go?
One of my new favorites is in downtown. There's a place called Dr. J's Vibrant Cafe, and they have, it's all gluten-free, organic, vegan. They have really good desserts, and most of the time you eat these and you're like, oh, it's not so great, it doesn't taste really good, but these actually taste really good.
Because it tastes like it's healthy. Do you get that? It's like, you know, when it doesn't have taste, basically when it's bland, it's healthy. Right?
No, this has a lot of flavor, and it's healthy. You don't, sometimes, if I just put it right in front of you, you would never think that it's, you know, organic, vegan, you know, gluten-free. It's really good.
Now I'm regretting why I did not ask Marian to bring food for us here. Also,
this is the first time. I've always brought food. Because
you've spoiled us. Okay, what about desserts? You mentioned sweets. Where is it good to get desserts, or, you know, a lot of tea houses, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of tea houses. I love fluff ice. It's like snow or shaved ice, but with condensed milk. They're really good. I love a lot of ice cream places. Rose Creamery.
Because it's been hot, right? It's Rose Creamery. Where is that?
There's one in Brentwood. Oh my God, I love I love their stuff. And
Right.
they make it by hand. It's all artisanal.
What I remember about one of our conversations in the past was when you talked about, unusual ingredients for ice cream. Didn't you bring a sample here before of like guava with goat cheese ice cream or something like that?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I love those. I love those.
So people are becoming so creative.
Right, right, especially with food.
Yeah.
So these are the things that we will get when we check out your website, correct?
It's really just, you can always email me if you want recommendations, but it's really, I work with a food tour company right now too, that has a progressive dinner tour in Santa Monica.
What is a progressive dinner tour?
So it's, instead of going to dinner at one place, it's like a mini tour, you go to 4 or 5 places.
Right.
Yeah, and you kind of try like samples and tastings and find out a little bit about the area, the restaurant, and then go to a different one, so.
I love those.
Yeah.
So essentially, we're talking to some of the business owners out there. If you need marketing for your restaurants, right? That helps, right?
Yeah, marketing.
Reviews, yeah?
Not really
social
reviews.
Media?
Yes, I help them with their social media campaigns and maintain their sites and everything, so.
Always innovating. That's Marian for us. Still Marian the Foodie or not anymore?
Yeah.
Marian the Foodie, and now also our Culinary Escort. Thank you so much for sharing a lot of your information, a lot of your expertise with us today on the show.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Again, that's the website on the screen. When we return on the show, we'll meet an 11-year-old baker. And guess what? Since Marian knows everyone, she was also the one that introduced her to us. I'm talking about the petite, beautiful girl behind Sugar Noms TV on YouTube. We'll meet her and we get to taste some of her creations when we return on the show. Don't go away.